Hello, Internet. Hello, Sam, and welcome back to After Campfire. It is me. It is Henry. It is November. I don't know what day in November. It's the 7th or something? I don't know. It was my friend's birthday today. I just got back home. It's like 10:30 because we were doing a birthday extravaganza. I mean, not really. It was only like 6 of us, including like mostly like family. um, but we did 2 escape rooms because their sister had already done the first one when they scheduled it. So then they scheduled another one so that we could do one with their sister and their stuff. But it was fun. The people that I went with, aside from my friend's sister and their girlfriend, were like my consistent escape room group before the pandemic. And we do like at least like one a month, and it was a lot of fun. So it was really nice to see them again because I haven't seen anyone in that group in ages, and it was so fun to do. Not one, but two. That's 4. 2 escape rooms. Though the first one was much better than the second one, but either way, they were fun. And it was good, especially because this was very last minute. Just last night, Delia was like, "Hey, you busy tomorrow?" I'm like, "No." And they were like, "Yeah, 2 escape rooms, let's go." And then, yay. I wasn't really planning on doing much this weekend. It kind of rolls into like the Henry's Diary of how to be an adult person and stuff, which is, I'm tired. It was just the time change last night, and it's the fall one, so it's when you're supposed to get an extra hour of sleep, but for some reason I got like an hour less of sleep than normal, and I couldn't get back to sleep. Life's been stressful lately. And it's really funny, because when I asked my question to Sam, which is like, what are you looking forward to for this season? And I think I felt a little bit more peppy in my last video, and Sam was pretty peppy in his. I'm not in a peppy mood right now. And like, when I make these videos, sometimes I try to force myself to be more peppy than I'm really feeling. But this is me. This is me forcing myself to show how not peppy, and to not show how fully not peppy I'm feeling. I'm just stressed and tired. So it's kind of funny. When I'm in this kind of mood, it's hard to talk about what I'm super excited for. Because, like, Sam's, like, moving in with his girlfriend. He's getting a new job. That's really exciting. Both of those things, obviously. Sam's wanted to move or try a new career path for a long time. Moving in with a girlfriend, super big life accomplishment. I don't really have things like that going on. I don't really intend on leaving my job or like moving to a new job right now. I'm not dating anyone. I mean, I got the house, and the house is a pretty big thing, but that was last year. I've been here for a full year now. So I was just like thinking, what am I really focused on and looking forward to, aside from like things I always do? So, like, I am still I still need to plan it, but like, I'm gonna be going to the East Coast for my holiday trip soon. So that'll be awesome, but that's just my normal. So what's different? And when I was thinking about that, I thought about how me and Justin are both just working on making like board games or card games. Well, both of us are making card games. And I have a prototype that we've played a few times now, and I think I am getting pretty close to where I'll be like happy with a near finished product. And that's super exciting. I've made one other like serious attempt at a game before, like years ago when I first moved to Seattle, like 4 or 5 years. Well, I moved to Seattle 6 years ago, but 4 or 5 years ago I made this. It was called Conqueror's Route, and the first time I had some friends try it and play it, I immediately like discovered, wow, my game idea just won't work. Like, this is just a bad idea. So this other one, which doesn't have a real name exactly, just codename Deal with the Devil, works super good. And it's awesome. The only problem is, like, I just needed to make it less complex. So I just finished rewriting the cards so that it's way simpler. And the plan is to hopefully do a playtest on Thursday. And I'm just excited about that. And like, I have 2 other game ideas that like maybe I'm gonna work on after this. So like, one of them, I'm saying like the code names because they don't have real names, is Ultra University, which is a 4X game. So it's like Civilization, like the X's are like expansion. Uh, I don't remember off the top of my head. Expansion. I don't remember. It's just like growing, taking over things militarily, taking things over science, or like just study science and something else. Exploitation is one of them. So like resource management. So Ultra University is a college game because I was trying to think of a theme for a game of that genre that hadn't been done before, because Justin challenged me to make a game of that nature, because me, Justin, and his twin brother John were all making games. And to help motivate us and give us some brainstorming ideas, we were going to make a concept for everyone else's game, even though I think I'm the only one who actually did it. John was making a 4X game, so I decided to make one. So like those kind of games are like Normal Civilization or Pirates or whatever, like those have been done, or Space, those are the common ones. So I'm like, what's different? Then I thought school, and that was fun. And then I'm like, well, like I want more than a school. And then I'm like, university, sure. Well, how do I make it fun and have flair? Ultra University, because anime always stops in high school. What happens to all these anime protagonists when they're in college? So that was kind of the idea. And the other game idea is Machinations, which is basically the game is supposed to be like everyone kind of plays their own mini game and then fights. And I have like initial design for that, so that's exciting. So now that Deal the Devil is like doing good, maybe I'll get those games going, and that's cool. It's like game design is just a thing that I've always loved, but like never got into it because I guess like as a kid, like I really got it in my head that like game design's not a serious career path. You should be an engineer. So I'm glad that I'm finally like doing some stuff like that, and that's exciting. As for Sam's question though, which is like, what's like I guess an accomplishment that I thought was like a big deal, but like other people thought was small. It's kind of weird for that question for me, because I feel like I'm usually the opposite, where like I don't get that excited or hyped up about things that other people might consider are pretty big. Like I don't know. Am I just a depressed old man? Like, I bought a house last year. I'm like, cool, I did it. Yay. Like, I didn't feel like some intense emotion about it. I just did it because I could. I decided I wanted to stay in Seattle for the long haul or whatever. I wanted an upgrade. I wanted to get a home. I had my pinky count for a down payment. I had Amazon income for monthly payments and house. So here we are. But what I thought was like something that people might see as small, but I felt as big, is honestly that I've kept up my commanders, like my Saturday night commander group. Because I feel like as an adult, it's really hard to keep and maintain friendships. And although I have like a lot of friends here, the initial group of friends that I had made through Justin and then through like John and Rob and other people, like the people that I hung out with today, that group was largely generated from like Justin and then friends of friends and then friends of friends of friends. This magic group was largely like one person I met through Justin. So this girl, Audrey, invited me to her magic group. And then Steve, our other friend, was running it. And then I joined it. And then Steve moved and I took it over. So even when Audrey can't play, and like Audrey hasn't been able to play for a month, I've still been hosting it. And the people that I've played are largely like my group of people that I've kind of assembled. So like people from like Steve's era or whatever, but like I used to play this guy Aaron. Aaron played, and Aaron invited his other friend, and Yale invited his other friend. It's like I just am very happy that I've been able to keep this together and to just have a place where people can come play Magic, which is great because I love to play Magic, and it is really hard to just be an adult with hobbies sometimes. And yeah, I really appreciate them indulging my major addiction. And I'm just very happy I still have that as part of my life because I love Magic. A new set comes out soon, The Brothers War, which it's cool, but The Brothers War was a big deal back in the day. It's going to become relevant in the newest sets. I don't really care that much about the lore of the Brothers War, but it's cool. Urza's getting a cool Planeswalker card. I know you don't care, that's all I'm going to say. So now we're at the point of the video where I ask a question. So I was talking about my struggles, I guess, right now that I'm not talking about. And Sam, I'm really proud. You talked about all these good things happening, and you also talked about graduating therapy. So this isn't really a question that I can answer, I guess, because I don't have that experience, but like, I guess, what do you think was like the best the best things you learned, or like the best tools you learned, or just like, what do you think was like the best thing therapy helped you with, stuff like that? I see like a weird uptick of people going from therapy is like beneficial to some people being like, if you're not in therapy, you're crazy or something. I'm like, it's kind of weird. And I don't know. I just want to hear your thoughts about the whole thing. And you can ask me 2 questions, or ask me a question about therapy and then a normal question. I don't know. Good night. Farewell. Goodbye.